It's been a while. I didn't plan to disappear from YouTube for a whole year. It just happened. More on that later. Well, life's been happening. And when I finally logged back in on YouTube, all my watch hours had reset. All the monetization progress I was so close to, all gone. Starting over wasn't the plan, but here I am. And I also have this strong feeling that 2026 is the year I start all over again. Well, for the 100th time. The weather is so hot, like so hot. It's been 1 year, but I just want to kind of document my experience this past 1 year. So one morning in November 2024, yes, we're going back to 2024. So that morning I was trying to prepare the kids for school. I was mixing hot water for their bath because I boiled the water on the gas and I brought the kettle into the bathroom to mix water for their bath. So while I was trying to turn the water in the kettle into the bucket, the kettle slipped from my hands, fell on the floor, and it burst open. So the cover opened and all the water in the kettle, all the hot water in the kettle spilled. While this was happening, I was trying to dodge the water and I slipped further and my feet, both feet, just slipped into the water. I just got hot water. I was trying to bath my kids. I was trying to make hot water for my kids' bath this early morning, and before you know it, I slipped, the kettle fell off my hand and fell on the floor, and the water spilled all over my legs. Like my feet were boiling. It was like they were cooking on fire. The only thing I could think of at that point was palm oil. I think I've heard about palm oil, used for burns and stuff like that. I can't even remember, but my mind just went to palm oil. I was not even sure if it was going to work, but I was like, okay, let me try palm oil. So I went to the kitchen, I poured palm oil on my feet. Funny enough, then my mom had gone to the village for her sister's burial, which was the next day. So everyone that was coming for the burial have all gathered at the village. So I called my mom immediately, like, see what happened to me, hot water spilled on me. While I was talking to her, one of my auntie was there already. So she overheard the conversation and she said I should use salt and egg. When I break the eggs, I'll rub it on my feet, then I'll sprinkle salt also on my feet. But the burning sensation would not allow me to stay. So once I do that, I'll just rush back to the bathroom, dip my legs in cold water, and everything will wash off. I'll now go back again, take another egg, break again, rub it on my feet, take another salt, sprinkle on my feet. So that's what I was doing. The whole place was messy. And at one point, my son asked me, my younger son Giovanni asked me, "Mommy, are you sure you're going to survive this?" Because I was really panicking. Because I was the only one at home with the kids. I had to call my brother. He came in from his house, then he helped me take the kids to the pharmacy. He helped me take the kids to school and also took me to the pharmacy, and that was how.
You take analgesic for pain relief.
I'm taking paracetamol. I'm taking some medicine.
As long as you like a
Injection?
for pain.
I'm taking Panadol and some other things. When it comes, I'll check the list of what I took. But I'm taking pain relief. Pain relief is among those things. Thank you.
They'll give you tetanus.
They didn't really do much, just treated it with honey and asked me to keep, applying honey on the spot. And funny enough, that salt and egg, it really helped because, when you have hot water burn, the swelling and, the pus that comes out, I didn't experience all that. My feet stayed normal until after a week. So it was after a week that place started getting dark and drying up, and peeling. And it healed very well. But this experience actually taught me that anything can happen at any time. Life can change at any time, because what if that hot water poured on any part of my body, or maybe even on my kids? Anything can happen. Like, life can change in an instant. Then I had the laptop drama. This was in January 2025.
I wanted to resume posting on YouTube as usual. So I recorded a video. I record on my phone. So I tried to move the video from my phone to my laptop, and I connected the cord to the laptop, tried to make the file transfer. I wasn't seeing the phone on the laptop when I plugged the cord. I tried the cord was working. I noticed that my USB port on the laptop was bad. And honestly, it's been bad for a long time, but I've been managing it. By the time I tweak and push, it connects. But at this point, it just did not connect. So I was kind of frustrated. And the truth is that I cannot edit long videos on my phone. That's going to be so hectic. And, and also that laptop was always overheating, and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, maybe it's time to get a new laptop. So I said, probably by the middle of the year, I'll find a way to get a new laptop. So let me just hold on for posting on YouTube for now. So that was how I stopped posting on YouTube, thinking that probably by March, April, I should be getting a new laptop. But bro, have you seen the cost of laptops? The last time I bought a laptop, it's been a long while. So when I saw those prices, I just could not comprehend. I really could not comprehend. And so that's how, I kept postponing and saying, oh, I'll get it later. And that's how weeks turned to months and months turned to 1 full year without posting on YouTube. And then in March 2025, I was dealing with a broken finger. Not mine, my son, Jaden. So if you have more than one kid, you will know how you prepare one for school, and while you're trying to get the other one ready, the other person that is already dressed, maybe he starts playing, depending on the age of the child. So this morning I finished preparing, Jaden was ready for school, while I was getting the second person, my second son, ready for school. Jaden, he wasn't really playing, no. I don't know, something was on the floor. So he just stood up to go and pick that thing that was on the floor. And that's how he fell on his finger. Initially, when something happens to children, you start feeling like maybe if they cry, that's when it's painful or that's when it's serious. He didn't cry, he didn't cry. He just fell and, he just stood up, and I saw that the fall was kind of serious. But he didn't cry and anything. And I asked him, did you injure yourself? He said no. So there was no physical injury, there was no opening, there was no bleeding, nothing. So we got ready and we started going to school. But while we were on our way to school, I noticed that that finger kept swelling very fast, actually. So by the time we got to school, the finger was already swollen. So I was like, no, we can't go to school with this finger. In just 5 minutes, it's already this swollen. No, it can't stay. So I brought him back to the house with me just to watch it a little bit. So after a while, I was like, I need to take him to the hospital to see what was happening. So that same day, I took him to the hospital and we were asked to do some x-ray, and it was discovered that he broke a bone in his finger. We are given some drugs and we went back home. So by the second day or the third day, when we were supposed to meet the doctor, he said, I think they checked or something, I can't remember, but he said that the bone has started healing. Children, they heal very fast, so the bone was already healing, and thank God that's how we got out of that situation. And then the last quarter of 2025 came with a rude shock for me, a health situation that has made me to slow down and rethink, those things we feel like we take for granted in our lives. It has made me sit down and rethink how I live my life. It has made me to be more intentional with how I live my life. These are the things we were told from when we're still in our 20s, and we took it for granted, like, oh, I'm still okay, I'm healthy, there's nothing wrong with me. But as you begin to age, your body is no longer as forgiving as it used to be. So it's nothing too scary, but it's something that is scary enough for you to make changes in your life, So I want you to take this as your reminder to go and do, check up if you haven't done in a long while. Go do your blood work, do a lipid profile test, check your blood sugar, check your blood pressure, check your weight. These things are very important. Don't wait till something happens. You may not be lucky. So yeah, back from the moody. Life is not all sad. There are also some happy moments. My kids did their first inter-house sports in school and they participated. Giovanni did the egg race while Jaden did the relay race. And guess what? Giovanni can now ride a bicycle. Funny thing is that I don't know how to ride a bicycle, but I said no, my sons will know and learn how to ride a bicycle, not on my watch. So at least I tried in that aspect. Okay, you guys should celebrate me. Talking about celebrations, they also celebrated their birthdays in school on the 30th of May.
Smile. Face up.
Nothing serious, just cake, biscuit, juice, to those things that make kids feel happy on their birthday, basically, so they can share with their friends in school. We also had some school activities where Giovanni and Jaden participated in school.
It's like a symphony.
And just keep listening.
I'm really cool to figure out the fun. Everyone plays a piece. And never melody.
And there's something I like about the school that they attend. They always give each child an opportunity to share the stage with others, an opportunity to speak in public or present in public, and that is something that I really do appreciate. I always tell my kids, courage doesn't mean you are not afraid. It means being afraid and doing it anyway. So yeah, it's been a year of setback, healings, lessons, and small wins. A year that kind of broke me down in some way and also built me right back in other ways.